some old faces as well. Nice meeting you, and sorry for being late. Hotels and last minute urgencies. But
No
I'll
problem.
make it fast and smooth.
No problem. No problem. Yeah. We were. Oh, first of all, Alma, thanks a lot for your time. It's a pleasure to see you again, even if online. Yes, explained previously, the idea of the call is just for our sales team to share with you some questions. Share some ideas also, no? Because as we talked many times, and also the last time that you met Giselle in person in Las Vegas, we love the location, the hotel, and then the idea is to try to understand a little bit more how we can, I don't know, see if we can start hosting the first groups. Then, who wants to be first? Asking Alma some questions. Who breaks the ice?
I have a quick question, Alma. I have a group that is their number one requirement is the meeting space. They want the word they used was ethereal meeting space. So I was looking at your meeting spaces. They're very, very pretty, but I see like there's like these like walls or columns that kind of break up the space, and I'm curious to know what the accurate number for capacity is.
Of course. So, being honest, the meeting space is not our unique selling point.
Yeah.
So if the client is very heavy on meetings, to be honest, guys, we are not your hotel unless it's a small group.
Okay.
Our plenary room has a maximum capacity of 200 in theater. But you're right, Giselle, there are two columns on the back.
Yeah.
So I always like to do 150 tops.
Okay.
And even taking this into account, the height is 3 meters 12. So if we're thinking of a big production or if we're thinking of a huge screen, it's not the ideal meeting room. Hence, for us, we always say the ideal group for La Zambra is like 150 tops, and it has to be meetings plus activities or meetings plus team building time. So it's more of a pleasure hotel, if I may. It's cool because the mini convention center is apart from the resort. It's in a different area, so we have time for work and for fun, and we have like segregated spaces for this. But a large group, heavy on meetings, would not be ideal.
Okay.
You can see I'm very honest. I come from operations, so I always sell things at work. I won't lie to you guys.
We
So
like
150, Giselle.
okay, 150. I just changed it in Coda, guys.
Thank you.
Alma, another thing that you and I went over during IMAX was like the beautiful activities that you've put together. I thought maybe you'd want to like share those because they're super helpful for us to paint the picture, if you will, to the client.
Yeah, let me try. Are we together now on the screen?
Yeah.
Right. Thank God. I'm not so technological. So basically, why we did this. So we're a new hotel, only 3 years old, and there's a lot of competition and new hotels in the area, right? So we wanted to do two goals in one. We wanted to be clear in explaining what we are about, and we wanted to offer something different to the client to win the lead, right? To win the business. So the three things that we are is relaxed luxury. So it's not stiff, it's not formal, it's something different. We're truly Andalusian. So we want to sell the full experience, even in the way that we behave and the staff treats you. And we're part of Hyatt, right? We're part of the Amman collection. So we are all about experiences and creating stories with the clients. So that's like the focus start for those here for experiences. For instance, let me see if I can do it like this. So the values that we are over is the relaxed Andalusian. Also, we used to be Biblos al Andalus, so we have all those stories from the past that we want to bring into the experience. So, for instance, being in Hyatt and the Wellbeing Collective, we offer yoga and flamenco, which people love. So for those who really practice yoga, it's not ideal, but of course, it's just having yoga with some classical musical behind in like live, which is fun. We have artisanal craft making with a local women association in the area to make sure we have an impact. We, for instance, do blind cava and champagne tasting. So this one's fun because people think cava is worse than champagne outside of Spain, right? So we basically blindfold them and let's see if you find the difference. That's what we're about. And also, smells like royal spirit is linked to Princess Diana, Lady D. She used to stay here. She didn't wear perfumes, so instead, what we she did was have like creams with her own smells and scents. So we can actually make our own here, and you can take it back. And it's also linked to this past. So basically, it's a complete offer for the group that we can either do as a whole group or we can divide. And it's convenient with, I don't know, we have like 15 green fees and they go to the golf courses that are 2 minutes away. We have the 2,000 square meter spa for those who want to relax. And then the rest can do activities in the 50 acres of land that we have to play around. So we want it to be a bit unique, something different.
What other sport facilities do you have on the property?
So there are 2 tennis courts, 1 paddle court. There's the outdoor and indoor gym. There, regarding the area, people normally go for a run because it's like a very scenic route. And then on top of that is the 2 golf courses. They are not in the property, but the client doesn't feel the difference because we arrange everything for them, and it's like walking distance.
Nice. And what is like the airport distance? And like, does it has like connections from all over Europe, like direct connections?
Yeah, so Malaga Airport is the third one right now in Spain. It has a lot of connections, especially with Europe. USA, we have New York during the summertime, April to October. Canada, there are a few always. But yeah, regarding Europe, there are really, really nice connections. And we are 20 minutes away from the airport.
Beautiful.
So it's close, yeah.
Alma, can you remind me if you have like a shuttle that takes the guests to the beach? Because I know you're part of the issue is that you guys are not on the ocean or on the
Yeah,
sea.
we're 10 minutes away from the sea. So what we either do for groups, normally what we do is we either, if they want to do some activities, we can arrange the transfer, of course. But we would do is like, for example, an afternoon in a sea venue, like in a beach club.
Mhm.
And then we could help you with organizing everything, including transportation, plus the afternoon there. Another thing that we do, I know it's not the beach, but because we have 2 different swimming pools in the hotel in 2 different areas, we can actually privatize one of the pools.
Okay.
So they can have their own thing going there.
Okay, super.
That was actually, it's related to one of the questions that I had. So you mentioned that ideally the group size will be around 150, so it wouldn't be buyout, but then you have that possibility. Would making noise like a party, privatizing that pool be an issue considering we still have a few rooms left, or how?
I mean, we've had DJs before. We cannot make it like a crazy, crazy party, which is not the vibe of the hotel anyway. But we've had DJs and we've had proper pool parties before. As a hotel, being in Costa del Sol, especially, we understand MICE business is a must. So we don't confirm groups and then third punish them. We understand. We want this kind of business. It's equally important to the other guests, and we make it work. We find alternatives. For instance, because I like saying this, we have 9 repeat clients for next year, and we've only been open 3 years. So I think it's a good number. The fact that we have 9 clients that are coming back to us. So yeah, it's kind of a guarantee. And also we do buyouts as well. So it's 195 rooms. We can do them. We do them throughout the year. We are now closing one for October, 5 nights. We have 2 buyouts in June for 2 nights. So we are quite flexible.
And if I understood correctly, you have loads of space, so we could even rent a tent. Let's say the group really wants and this vibe, they are 197 or 200, whatever. There's loads of space to rent a tent, right? So that could be a possibility.
Yes. Yes. We actually have an area that's right next to the meeting rooms that it was planned as a parking. In instance, it's 550 square meters. But for large weddings or for buyouts, they actually do a tent there because it's nice. You've got the water supply. If you need, you've got like electricity supply. It's easy because it's like stable ground. So yeah, we've got the alternative.
Is Alma, Janet is asking that because in our case is always they need a meeting, okay, always. And then, exactly, we were discussing as a good option for buyouts, no? And the info that we had until now about the meeting rooms is like, it's possible to have 250. That was the info we had. Then, do you have another file, please, that you can share with us? Because maximum is 150, no? Being
It's
realistic.
real. And we've had it, eh? We've had 250. Let me find the picture and I'll show you how. It's not the ideal setup, but we've done it. Let me show you.
They have like a 3D thing where you can go inside the meeting room, and that's
Yeah.
where I saw the columns. I knew the columns are going to be an issue because it blocks the view of the screen.
Yeah, I understand. Let me show you the large meeting room. So here we have the connection between the two meeting rooms. So this is like one of the sides. You see at the
Yeah.
far end. So we've had 240 people in this kind of setup. But I know depending on the industry, and I think you work a lot with tech because it's remote, it's not the ideal room. So we do have the space to build a tent next to this, and this can be breakouts if they need.
Because I know the 250 would be also using that space right there that has no tables and chairs, right?
It's the combination, yeah.
Right. Right.
So maybe in your case it would be for smaller groups, because in the large meeting room up to 100, 150, it works very nicely.
Okay.
Maybe not the larger ones. Too honest, maybe. Sorry, guys.
No, it's better
No.
to have the right expectations than to sell
I
it. And
prefer.
then, no, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
And in last case scenario, if the client is in love and he wants it, we have the tent. We did it in the past, so depends on what the client wants. So they can use that as a breakup.
Because you have the parking lot that can be done, they can use the tent there.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Basically, the hotel, if I'm what has worked in the past and what I think suits the hotel best would be group for 100, 120 people, because even if it's not a buyout, we do privatize the outlets, so they can use the restaurants in a private way. So they always have the experience, because the hotel feels like a white town. We can privatize an area, so we can actually have like their own corridors and their own courtyards and everything, their own thing happening. And what I said, that they want to do something other, that they are into knowing the destination, even if they don't live, so they get the full experience. Because we are not like typical MICE hotel. It's something different. And I always say the same. It's not for every single guest. I understand it's not like the easiest product for MICE, but there's a growing interest in these kinds of properties. And there's a growing interest in having more than just like a bed and a screen. So if it's for those, which is not everyone, but for those that want a bit more, and a bit more, I don't know if care is the word, but a different type of service.
Mm-hmm.
If we manage to find a group that wants to do a buyout, would you be able to create like an all-inclusive package? Maybe,
Yes.
Yes? Okay, cool.
Let's see if I can show you. We had a buyout for 2028, and I'm opening now.
Twenty
Just like,
twenty eight.
yes, and now they're thinking of moving into 2029. I'm not that happy about this.
Wow.
Is it like a
The
pharmaceutical?
The future.
It's insurance. It's insurance, guys.
That was my second guess.
Let me show you. I'm just gonna delete the name of the client. Sorry, but let me show you an example of what we did for them. So there we go. I think you're with me now. So we did like a nice presentation, map of the hotel. So Jeanette, here in 14 is where we have the space, easy space for a tent, if you
Okay.
want.
Nice.
This is the hotel entrance. So we do like a nice breakout of the accommodation. And then we do day one, welcome lunch. This is where you're gonna be, and we think you should do a barbecue finger buffet. Day one,
Mhm.
let's do an Andalusian dinner in the pool. Let's make it fantastic. And then the rest of we like to offer an experience and help the client understand how they could mostly benefit from the facilities that we have and from the actual hotel. So we would create the package that's done for them and however they need it, of course.
Okay. I see the venue is like in a residential area, right?
Yes.
So you don't have like, I don't know, bars, stores that people can walk to? No?
To be honest, no. So
Okay.
it's also for groups that want to, what I said before, that they want to do like the team building experience.
Yeah.
So for those who work in different areas of the world, and when they join each other and they are together, they are stuck together, if I may. Because if you're in Marbella city center, everybody's gonna spread around, and they're gonna do their own thing. So if they're here, they're stuck together. So yeah, honestly, walking distance, there's the golf course, and that's basically it.
Okay.
Just I know Giselle asked before about the beach distance, but I lost you a little bit in connection, so I don't understand. If we have a group of 20, 50, 100 people and they want to go to the beach, how does it work? Do they need to pay a private transfer? I lost it. So I know you answered. Do you
Yeah,
want
no,
to-
no, maybe I didn't explain
important.
myself. Sorry. So it depends how we want to do it, right? What I would recommend is to organize with them and book for them a beach club. There are many different styles. So I would recommend to have but it would be extra. Yeah, we would have to close it for them or hire some beds for them in a specific place and organize the transfer as well. Yes, normally what we do is each summer we do like a collaboration between the hotel and the beach club. So we're like we work hand by hand, so it's easier for you guys and for us as well to recommend. But it wouldn't be included. We don't have our own beach club yet.
But we're talking about beach club or like a chiringuito.
Well, whatever they want. To be honest, we can do
Yeah. Vale.
we
Okay.
can do both.
But
That's the magic of Malaga and Marbella.
yeah, and there's
It's
no,
not-
they don't have their own shuttle, so we have to.
No.
We would organize the transfer, is what she's saying.
Yeah.
And what is the beach that you usually take your guests to? Like, do you have like a huge beach and everyone is like, Or
No,
is
no,
this
there are
specific?
so many. So the closest by would be like Fuengirola or La Cala, which are like 10 minutes stop by car. It's really close by. I always recommend to go a bit farther, maybe 15 minutes. You have Cabo Pino. Cabo Pino is the best beach in Malaga. It's like completely natural. It has nothing to do. So once again, it depends on the client. Because if they come here, sometimes they come to La Zambra to hide from the Marbella feeling, but then they want to go to like beach club where everybody gets to be seen and it's the place to be. So there are many different options. Closest, 10 minutes away, La Cala. And it's like a nice town beach, if I may. 50
Mhm.
minutes away, you've got Cabo Pino, and that's something different. That's like you have to park your car 5 minutes away, and you have dunes, and you have to get into the beach. And there's a part that's nudist. Be careful. You might so you might see something that you don't want to see in there, but it's a fantastic, fantastic beach.
That's
So
a good experience sometimes for people, you know.
Yeah, it's important for us. It's very important to understand what they want. And the good thing is that in a very small area, everything is possible here. That's the good thing.
Mhm.
Alma, is there best months for a buyout?
Well, to be honest, prices, it's a seasonal destination, so prices will vary. But I would say maybe April would be a fantastic month because rates are still pretty nice, weather should be nice. October's also good.
Okay.
So yeah, but to be honest, we don't penalize buyouts a lot
Okay.
because the hotel's still very new. There's not that much demand displacement. So at the moment, the buyout is it's not crazy.
Okay.
It's not a super budget. It's something quite achievable.
Great.
Super.
I hope I'm being clear and I'm answering everything. I don't know.
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
You are.
I'm putting notes in the database. So
Thanks, Giselle. Yeah, I think the best way is for you guys to come. If you're ever in the area and stay with us and experience it that way.
For
So if
sure.
you're ever around, please drop a message and I would be happy to host you and to show you around. Because I can say whatever, you have to be here. For me, it was the same. They called me 2 times to work here. And the third time, I thought it would be super rude if I didn't bring the car and come in person. And I was in a fantastic project. And as soon as I went through the main entrance, I was like, I'm sold. This is gonna be an issue. I'm gonna have so many gray hairs. But that's what happened to me. And to be honest, when we do manage for clients to come to the site inspection, if it's not because of the meeting room, because they didn't see the pillars or they didn't, it's done. It's a done deal. So I think you should, if you're ever around, you should come by.
say no more.
We'll do as soon as we can.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, if we don't have more questions, for now, you already know Alma, and then we have her contact in the database. Alma, thanks a lot for your time.
No,
was a
thank you. I'm
pleasure.
sorry. Sorry it was late. I have to